Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 8 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Well, 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover. gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now let's go. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
31 yards there and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he is level. Knocked down hard. Right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
No. Check. Patrick. Over.
Looking to throw. And he's got a noon one. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. On 1st and goal, Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try again with Drake. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And He's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Let's go.
That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. This one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Try and throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
And the back goes into motion.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Motion.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll set up a throw, and that is incomplete here. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. On the ground with a tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or a big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And now it's second down. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. A gain of 3, second down. Play, Drake. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard!
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39! Back 99 Philly! Here, over! Watch the slant.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Vikings on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun!
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And Frank's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff looking right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Treadwell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go. Back to Philly. Here we go.
Now back to throw. He finds Coleman. 18 yards there and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. Finding room at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out. Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
2nd and 5.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Play fake here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run the counter with Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Set. Green 30.
They run it again with Cook. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4.
Set. Blue 90.
Now Cook running right. Oh, nice move. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, all that dancing and juking is great, but sometimes you guys just leave that on the ballroom floor. Put your nose down and try and gain some yardage.
Was one good move, but couldn't get anywhere. Tackled for a loss. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Frank's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Set. 319. 319. Now back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set.
Another carry now for Gurley. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Fresh set of downs here. He'll drop to throw. And Woods has it complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right, and he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, now, look at 56.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. They start the drive with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, it's Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. can take it all the way down and just take the delay. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Cook following the penalty. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.